Welcome to our second video in Module 2 on data. So where do you start to look for data? The most common source of data for your reporting in a community or neighborhood is the government. Think about which local agency has oversight of an issue. Look for statistics on their website and call them. That's still your most important tool. You can often find contact information in the press, media, or news section of an agency's website, or go into a press release and grab the contact info. Call them first and ask them for statistics to answer your questions. Then follow up with an email while you search on your own on the web. This slide is here to give you an idea of the types of data captured by the US Census that help us understand how people live. Hopefully, this will spur more ideas for types of statistics you can search for to help tell your story. Many city, state, or federal governments share data on an open data portal. Here's New York City's open data portal. There are also New York State and federal government portals. Here you can browse by agency or just type in a topic like homeless shelters. Try a simpler search like homeless, or here I just search shelters. So this is a list of shelter repair scorecards, which also, it turns out, is a list of shelters in certain neighborhoods. When you get a hit on a topic, look at the ways you can filter the data by geography or date range. Many open data portals allow you to export data and download it into CSV or Excel. So look for that on the website. When we talk about analyzing or interrogating data, look at the page that tells you about the data's methodology. How was it collected and calculated? What is the date range? How is it compiled? How frequently is it updated? How far back does it go? How is it collected and from who? Also, look for tutorials or classes on these websites to walk you through navigating the open data portal. When you find the government data you need, here are some tips for journalists on how to use that data. Paul Overberg from the Wall Street Journal suggests beginning by asking the clearest question you want to answer. One example is, what share of the population in my community moved out of state? If the number has doubled in 10 years, what does that say about the area? Talk to experts about the data. Ask your experts to help you make meaning from the data and answer, why is this situation like this? Some tips from Emily Alpert Reyes from the Los Angeles Times. Look for outliers. Search for places that fall into the extremes, both highest or lowest, and look into why. Look for trends. Pick new indicators and compare tables over the last 5 years. Always compare your numbers to something. Otherwise, you don't give any context. So neighborhood to city, neighborhood to region, city to nationwide, or one geography in one snapshot of time versus an archival look at the same place in another snapshot in time. Try searching in Google for open data and geography. Here's one example for Boston, and here's their open data portal just by searching open data Boston. Here's another in the nation of Kenya, their open data portal. The website dataportals.org will help you find some of these official open data portals around the world. I use a couple of keywords besides open data when searching to see if there are data sources available on a topic in a place. The words I use are snapshot or dashboard in parentheses. Let's search for this in Google with the words education and Colorado. Snapshot or dashboard in parens, education, Colorado. You see the variety of data sources available. I also search data or statistics in parens with a topic and a geography. And that is surprisingly useful and gets hits more often than not. Let's discuss city versus state or region. If you're having trouble getting data from a city, the city always has to report to the state. So either go to the state's open data or the state's website and look at data that they have, or ask the state. Remember, calling is always the quickest option, and you can follow up with an email. Then search yourself and reach out to the experts. I always find that that's one of the best things about research. After you put your phone call in and you send your email and you're waiting around to hear back, you can just do your own digging yourself and learn more and more. Stay tuned for video 3.